In the heart of Central America, El Salvador stands as the continent's smallest nation, yet it boasts a turbulent history, stunning volcanic landscapes, and a people who have endured wars and earthquakes to forge their identity from pain and hope. Welcome to this new video in our series on the history of North American countries. El Salvador, a country steeped in a rich history of ancient civilizations, conflicts, and transformations. Initially, this land was inhabited by Mesoamerican peoples such as the Lenca and the Maya, followed by the Pipel, who established one of the most important societies in the region. These civilizations thrived for centuries, leaving behind architectural and cultural monuments that still stand today, despite natural disasters like the eruption of Mount Ilopango, which altered the course of life and forced many to migrate. At the beginning of the 16th century, the Spanish arrived, led by explorers, and the conquest began. The path was not easy, however, as they faced fierce resistance from the indigenous population, particularly in the kingdom of Cuscatlan, where intense battles took place, resulting in heavy losses for both sides. The Spanish were even forced to retreat and regroup at times. Despite this resistance, the Spanish eventually succeeded in establishing their control, and El Salvador became part of New Spain, administered from Mexico City. During this period, society changed dramatically, as the number of native people declined due to wars and epidemics, and the mestizo class emerged as a result of Europeans mixing with the native population. Indigenous resistance in El Salvador against the Spanish began as early as 1525, when peoples such as the Pipel and Lenca refused to submit to colonial rule. Although epidemics, particularly smallpox, severely weakened their numbers, the spirit of resistance remained unbroken. Prominent figures like Princess Anto Selan Ulab led efforts to unify the tribes, launching surprise attacks and engaging in fierce battles that confused the Spanish and forced them to temporarily withdraw from some areas. However, the Spanish military and organizational superiority, coupled with the continued decline of the indigenous population, ultimately led to the collapse of the resistance and the consolidation of colonial rule. During the colonial era, El Salvador became part of the Spanish administration of Guatemala, subjected to an exploitative economic system based on land ownership and forced labor. With the dawn of the 19th century, winds of change began to blow across the region. In 1811, the priest José Matías Delgado sparked a rebellion, igniting an independence movement that inspired other peoples of Central America. After years of tension, independence was achieved in 1821, with El Salvador joining a regional federation before eventually settling as an independent nation. However, independence did not bring stability, as the country descended into a cycle of political conflict and coups. This turmoil culminated in the assassination of the president in 1913, an event that ushered in an era of dynastic and elitist rule. In 1931, Maximiliano Hernández Martínez seized power, ushering in a period of severe repression. Popular movements and peasants faced brutal campaigns to suppress any uprising. In this turbulent climate, Farabundo Martí emerged as a symbol of social struggle, leading leftist movements that sought to defend the poor and confront class injustice. With increasing population density and dwindling resources, tensions with Honduras escalated, eventually erupting into a brief but violent conflict known as the Football War of 1969. In the decades that followed, El Salvador was engulfed in a series of coups and intense political struggles. Governments attempted to implement economic and social reforms to alleviate these tensions, but they encountered fierce resistance from traditional elites who sought to maintain their influence. As resentment festered, armed insurgencies spread throughout the country, plunging El Salvador into a dark and complex period in its history where politics and violence became intertwined and the struggle for power determined the fate of an entire nation. After years of conflict and turmoil, the government attempted to reconstitute itself by summoning Napoleon Duarte from exile to establish a new military junta. However, the public had already moved ahead. The revolution had already begun, and trust in the ruling elites was virtually non-existent. As the bloodshed continued, a decisive turning point came on January 16, 1992, when the Salvadoran peace accords were signed between the government and the Farabundo Marti National Liberation Front (FMLN) under the auspices of the United Nations. These accords ended a 12-year civil war and ushered in a new era of reconciliation and national reconstruction, although the scars of the conflict remained deeply ingrained in society. In the years following the peace agreement, the Arena Party dominated political life, maintaining power for an extended period while the country struggled to balance stability with reform. But 2009 marked a pivotal turning point when Mauricio Funes came to power as the first left-wing president in the country's modern history. This event marked a shift in the political climate, with his government focusing on combating corruption, improving the economy, and strengthening the state's role in addressing social challenges, alongside launching environmental strategies to confront the dangers of climate change. Geographically, El Salvador is known as the Thumb of the Americas due to its small size and unique location. Despite its small size, it possesses a harsh and contrasting landscape. A land of volcanoes, mountain ranges, and high plateaus, its history marked by natural disasters such as earthquakes and frequent volcanic eruptions. The Lemba River flows through it, a vital artery that sustains agriculture and daily life, connecting its diverse protracted. Economically and in terms of tourism, El Salvador has begun to reinvent itself after decades of violence. It has gradually transformed into an emerging destination, especially for nature and adventure enthusiasts. Its extensive Pacific coastline, particularly in the La Libertad region and the east of the country, attracts surfers from around the world, as some of these areas remain relatively untouched by the usual tourist crowds. However, the country still faces accumulated challenges, from the effects of the political past to economic pressures, but it continues to strive towards a more stable and open future.